in our community, wherever we find ourselves, there are laws that actually guide activities. And this industry that we find ourselves, we also have laws that will also help us and enhance us for us to grow, because it's something that is new to a lot of people. And so we need knowledge and we need the right information for us to grow. And what are the 10 irrefutable laws which we are going to do and grow and learn from today's presentation? Number 1 is use and love what? Your product. Use and do what?
Love our product.
Love your what? Product. This is key. Whatever that you are not part of, whatever you have not tested, it's difficult for you to share. And if you don't have knowledge, if you don't have experience with the product, how do you well tell your team members? So one key element for you to grow in the MLM industry is that you must learn to do what? Love the product. And we have a wide range of products in the Green Mondays, in Reader Bitters. Like I always tell our members during our meetings, that Reader Bitters is taking us back to nature. In those days, we usually have our grandparents that are older than over 100 years old. Sometimes they go to the farm, and what do they take? They take natural herbs and they take care of themselves. And that is what Green Monday is bringing us back to nature. I see so many of us living over 100 years because we have actually identified ourselves with this Reader range of bitters. So we must learn to love the products. And when we love the product, that is how growth comes in. We must learn to see how we can be part of every aspect of the product, both the physical product, both the services, our event to end and all around. So we must identify and love what? Our product. I remember in those days when I was in the other, some element industry that in the past, and I did a lot of them, we were forced to use some of the products. Because when you don't use the product, you find it difficult for you to actually tell and share testimonies of people who have benefited from the product. So using the product is key for growth. Hello? Now, number 2 is we must own the concept of what? Network marketing. We must own the concept of what? Network marketing. Many times people don't see that this is a new industry, and they find themselves going up and down and they don't have direction. I tell people that this is a business that you take responsibility for. When you meet a prospect, when you have someone that you have identified with, I say most of people have strong concept about network marketing. When you tell them, say, please, I don't know, I don't want to be part of this business. It's not my kind of business. No, you take responsibility. You recommend. Like I said, most prospects have strong opinion about this concept. They own their own perception. Many a time they have what they believe. They just have a notion that this is not something that they can be part of. They have a conviction, and it's difficult for you to influence them. But many a times, if you're not strong in convincing them, that telling them that this is how the industry works, before you know, they put you off balance. Like I always tell people that this is a business and you have to take responsibility for it. Now, number 2 is you have to own concept of network marketing. You have to have the mentality that this is a business I have to be part of. You have to have a strong conviction that you can be able to tell the next person that, see, this is something that you can do and be successful. This is something I can do that I have passion for. You must have a drive for it. That is number 2. Number 3, law in the network marketing to grow is to learn and to believe that everyone is what? A prospect. I used to tell my team members and some of them that you don't look down on anybody. That is key. You don't look down on what? Anybody. Anybody can be a potential what? Prospect. Now, I said that always ask yourself this question. If everyone knew what you knew, would they be involved? Would they get involved? Yes. If they have the knowledge about what you are into, they will get involved. But when they don't have the knowledge of it, they don't get themselves involved. So we must understand that everybody is a potential prospect. Last month, I think I had somebody that needed reader beaters over the weekend. The husband called me a few weeks back and said they will be needing the product. So I said, okay. So after like a week, he didn't call me again. So I now put a call and says, sir, when are you going to get our product? He said, when it's ready, he will get across to me. So on a Friday night, on the eve of a Friday night, a lady called me and said they needed the reader beaters and they stay a bit far from my location. So I was like, how do I do it? Usually I get a delivery agent to get my products to them. So, but something just struck me, said, why not get somebody to deliver this thing rather than getting a rider? So I quickly called my leader at the top, Madam Chilaka, and said that I have this lady, and the lady is sounding somehow, that I wanted to send the product to her. She now said, yes, so it's good, but let's not use a rider. Let's use somebody that is living around that area. So I quickly contacted one lady in my team member and told her that there's a lady that needs reader beaters, 3 bottles, 500 ml. Can you get it across to her? She said, wow, so she's going to take it across to her. So immediately, Saturday morning before 10 o'clock, the lady was already in that woman's house and need the product. One thing led to another, one thing led to another. They started chatting. All of a sudden, the lady said she wants to be part of the business. What does it involve? And the lady actually referred to one of my downline. She doesn't have much knowledge about Green Monday. She now quickly called me and said, please, talk to the woman, talk to the woman. So I started explaining and explaining and explaining. Quickly, I called Madam Chilaka. I said, please, put a call through to them. I think this lady wants to join the business. Do you know that on a Saturday morning, this lady joined the business with 400,000 naira. Somebody who wanted to buy just reader beaters to take. And that was how we get that lady involved. In fact, she was to join with 750, but she later had to join with 400 because the husband didn't have much cash at his disposal. They paid that money on a Saturday. So that's why I said that we must believe that everyone is a potential prospect. I never believed that this lady would even join the business. All of a sudden, I was just saying, this lady could just buy the product and use. So everybody has the probability, high probability of joining the business. If I judged her that she's just somebody who wants to buy the product and use, I wouldn't have been able to attain this. So we must not join, we must have a blank mind. Don't look down on anybody. In this business, we've had people that joined our business. You see a lanky lady, there's a lady in our team, Ms. Chilaka knows her, Ozoho. This lady, even for her to register, then when we had 10K registration, it was difficult. But do you know that this lady, we even had to register her with our own funds. But through this lady has been able to put a good number of people to our seminars, and some of them have joined and even joined higher pack than she had even joined with. So this is key. We must not look down on anyone, irrespective of their background, irrespective of where they are coming from. We must not look down on them. So this is key. We must understand that everyone is a potential prospect. Now, number 3, we must ask easy and curiosity-based questions. We must learn to know who our prospects are. Get to know about them. Know where they work. Know about their business. Know what they do for a living. I always tell my team members that network marketing is a relationship-based business. We build relationship. Today, we have built several relationships that will even take us till we are 80, 90, 100 years old. But throughout, if not courtesy of this business, we were unable to do all those things. So when you create relationship, you discover you never know where that relationship will get to. So we must understand that we must ask curious questions about the background of our team members, about who they are, about where they are coming from, about what they need to know about the business. So we need to know more about them so that we can help them. We can know where they are. Ask about their work, how long they've been doing, how well. So these are questions that create relationship. And some of them I say, this one is actually trying to get to know more about me. And they fall in love with your offer. Number 5, if you're with me, type on the chat box. I can hear you. Okay. When we can ask our prospect question, we can be able to have meaningful conversation with them and build relationship. That's correct. That's a good one. When we get to ask questions from them, we get to create meaningful conversation that will build relationships. Sometimes we just bump into them and start telling them, join my business, join my business, join my business, join my business. Most times it's not like that. We must understand that this is a relationship-based business. You create relationship that will even outlive whatever you are doing. So it is key for success. Number 5 point is ask them to do what? Imagine. This is where we break the ice. Monday says we are going to inspire you. We are going to connect you. And we're going to empower you. It's our ability to imagine something that is not actually present in our life and allows us to become inspired. You have to ask them to have dreams. Most times people are so comfortable with where they are, with what they are doing. Some people will say, this is how nature has kept them. This is life. Many a times they have lots of expectations. But because of where they find themselves as a distributor, because of where they are today, they forget about dreams. So many a times we need to ask them to imagine. What if you have a car? What if you have a car? What will happen to you? For instance, I say ask them to imagine getting a check of 1 million naira. If you get a check of 1 million naira now, how will you feel? Or you begin to earn 1 million naira every year, every month. How do you feel? You say, okay, you want to own, what if possible you want to own a property in the US? Or for instance, you want to travel, want to relocate with your family to Canada. How do you feel? You ask them to imagine, because a lot of people are going through a lot of depression. You ask them to imagine. You make them, you create awakeness in them so that they will begin to see beyond what they are living. They need to think beyond where they are. So these are key. These are laws that will help us, that will guide us to grow in this business. We need to create some sense of thought process in them so that they will increase their awareness and think more about their life and how they can grow in the business. These are laws that will help us, that will guide us so that they can dream again and imagine. Correct. That's it. So that's what is going to help them. That's one to reawaken their consciousness, because people are now so comfortable with poverty. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the reality. People will say, now, so God wants them. That is not how God has created you. That is not what God wants you. That's not what God expects from you. So many times we need to create this thing that people would think beyond where they are, Even as a distributor, even as a member of Green Monday, what are your dreams? What are your imagination? What do you see yourself doing? Do you do them daily? Do you talk about them? Do you share it with your team members? Or you just keep them to your mind? This is also training that will help us to also grow in the business. Now, number 6, you need to show them the way. Once someone is motivated to move, they will need to take directions. Once you have given them a motivation, they want to take action. So you need to show them the way. Your testimonies about the product, your experience and position in the organization is what they need to get what they want. You need to show them the way. If you have personal testimonies about the product, you share with them. If you have personal experiences about the business, you share with them. If you have attained a position in the business, you share with them. Last month, I was telling one of my colleagues that we were involved in one of our MLM in those days, our undergraduate days in the university. One of them. After when we had those issues, we had issues then in the business. She said she will never be involved in network marketing again. And for over 12 years, 13 years, that lady has never been involved in the network marketing business. When I was telling her a few weeks ago, I was telling her that is this a business that I have signed that I will be part of, and I've not given up. She laughed and laughed and laughed and said, she is not going to come on. She's not going to do anything. So I told her that, do you know that last month alone, I had more than my salary in the civil service from this business. She said, what am I talking? I opened my Green Monday back office and showed her all the money I earned for in July and August. The woman say, so this thing is actually true. I say, it's true. That's a business. So you share your opportunity, you share your experiences with them to show them the way. Now you show them their plan. What does it take for you to come on board? What do you need to be part of this business? What is required of them? You show them what is the possibility for them to earn. What is the potentials in this business for them to earn? So these are key areas that you need to do to be part of maintaining the law so that you grow in your business. You show them what they must do to make money in Green Mondays. Once they are motivated, you show them the way. Share your experiences, share your testimonies, tell them, let them know, flaunt the products, and let them know about it. So these are areas that we need to grow and help our businesses. And this is number 6 law. Number 7, can you type on number 7 on the chat box if you're with me? Type number 7 on the chat box with me. Number 7 on the chat box. If you're with me, type number 7 on the chat box. Yes. And what does number 7 say? What does number 7 say? Wait for no man or woman. Correct. This has killed a lot of business. This has killed a lot of people in network marketing. Number 7 has made some people, has stagnated a lot of people. One, I said, this will sort out who will work with you and those who will not. It is key. This will sort out those who will work with you and those who will not. You must ask people to do what they must do. Yes. Now you must understand that some people will rather whine than work. They would rather tell you stories than succeeding. They would rather keep you waiting on them as they get around to it. These are kids. Some people will say, this is my downline, no. This is my downline, and he has refused to move. He has refused to put anything in the business. He has refused to do this. He has refused to do that. Will you continue waiting for them? Number 4 said that don't have the belief that everyone is a prospect. But number 7 is saying wait for what? No man or woman. Some people will say, I'm waiting for this, my downline. I'm waiting for this person. We've had situations where somebody is coming for meeting, for prospect meeting. And all of a sudden, he said, Chai, I came late because I was waiting for my prospect. I came late because I was waiting for this. I came late because my pastor said he's interested in the business. Some people will definitely never join you. And so we must understand that we should always cast our bread upon the waters. But don't wait for anybody. Some people are just there to drag you and you'll be waiting for them and they will bring you down to your level. So we must understand that in as much as we have at the back of our mind that everyone is a potential prospect, we must not dwell in and wait for one person. No person can keep you in the business and delay you. I like sharing this thing. The lady that actually brought me into Avenues to World Green Monday, she didn't even stay in the business for less than 6 months. All of a sudden, she disappeared. But today I'm here with my dynamic leader, Mrs. Chime Chilaka. Yes, I'm still here in the business. I had every reason to say, my upline is no more in the business. What am I doing here? But I stayed in the business. And since then, I've been growing from grace to grace. So you must not wait for anyone. You have a downline that is not productive. Get people that will be productive. Don't say, this person is delaying me from moving to VIP. This lady is delaying me. No, don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for anybody. Take responsibility for what? Your business. Cast them off. According to one great networker, he said they are vampires of what? Network marketing. Some of them will just come into your business, stagnate your business. So you must understand that nobody can stop you from going to your next level. Now, number 8, you must manage what? Your motivation. Number 8, you must manage what? Your motivation. This is key to success. Motivation is the secret to success. When you are on fire about the inevitability of your quest, you'll be enthusiastic, you'll be courageous, you'll be energetic, you'll be persistent, you'll be creative. So manage your motivation is key to success. A few months ago, I was doing a training on our members in the office. I think that should be later part of last year and early part of this year. I think early part of last year. I was telling them that how do you drive yourself in the midst of several discouragement and impossibilities? You put yourself together and you tell yourself that this will work. I remember when we were trying to metamorphose from old products into the wider range of bitters. We had some vacuum and all that. And that period of time, people were like, this business is not working. This business is not growing. Green Monday is not going forward. How can we remain like this? I said, no. How do you drive yourself? How do you motivate yourself in a situation where you find yourself that business are slowing down? Things are not growing in your way. You motivate yourself. You have a positive mindset. Some people are always on the negative. They are always on the negative. This will not work. Their minds keep nursing feelings that are not growing. They keep saying, will this thing grow? Will this business boom? Will I make sales? Will I do this? Will I register prospects? No. You must have a positive mindset and say you're going to grow. You're going to do this. You're going to achieve your dreams. Irrespective of how the business situation is, you are going to go achieve what? Your dreams. When you're on fire, success is easy, natural, and fun. You get lucky and you stay what? Lucky. So you must encourage yourself. You must manage what? Your motivation. Even in the good times and in also what? In the bad times. There are times you will stay even 1 month. You have not signed up one person. Will you say the business is not working? No. I've had that situation. I've done lots of that. I've talked to lots of prospects. I've invited people for seminars. And many a times there's just this period of stagnation. You discover that people are not even coming on board. Will you say, this business is not working? Cannot continue. No, you still maintain your stand and say, I'll be self-driven. I'll be motivated irrespective of the current situation. Number nine, and before we get to the next one, get your car over what? The hill. Number 9 is what? Get your car over what? The hill. Now, network marketing is like pushing a car up a hill, like my dynamic leader will always say. It has the proportionally, it takes more energy to push the car. I don't know how many of us have actually had our car had issues and you're trying to push it over a hill. It takes lots of what? Pressure, time, and what? Energy. And that is how this business is. This business requires a lot of what? Effort at the beginning. Some people are privileged as they join network, they started making millions of dollars. But certain times, 90% of the time, it requires a lot of what? Effort. Now, if you're able to push your car up the hill, now what happens? Now, another thing that we understand is, if you're trying to push your car over the hill and you rest, what happens? Can somebody tell me what happens? If you're trying to push the car and you decide to on the hill and you decide to relax a little bit, what happens? It will roll back. It will even go, it will roll back fast. Like they said, it will even go beyond where you had started. So that is why you need to ensure that you must keep what? Pushing. As you roll the car one step, you can use a small wedge to put on the tire to hold the car while you're gathering more momentum. As you push again, you can use something to support it while you keep pushing the car. As you put a little more effort, you put something to support it. Yes, you can't even stop because it will even go beyond that. And that is how the business is. Now, look at what it says. Now, right, if it starts rolling and if you're able to get it above the hill, it will take another Herculean effort just to do what? To stop it. Once you get to the tip of the hill and the car start rolling, in fact, the kind of speed the car takes in fact, it's difficult for you to stop it. And that's how the business is. Today, we have lots of people that are successful in this business. They've made a fortune. They've built houses. They've bought cars. They've bought properties, mentioned but a few. But it never come that easy. They did a lot of effort. They paid a lot of attention to it. They did lots of seminars. They had lots of training. They took lots of risk. These are all that is involved in the business. These are all that will involve in the business. But once you cross your vehicle over the hill, it is difficult for you to stop the car from rolling. It just keeps rolling. And that's how when you have built the business to a level, the business continues to roll and take care of you and flourish. In fact, goes beyond your widest expectation. So we must try to ensure that we push our car and get it over what? The hill. Now, number 10, the last but not the least is lead like your life depends on what? It. Lead like your life depends on what? It. You must pay attention to the business. Now, I say network marketing is like herding cats. Your job is to inspire a whole bunch of people to do something they are not normally inclined to do on their own and keep them doing it, thousands of them. Now, network marketing is like you have a cat. You have a herd of cats. You have a herd of dogs. Sometimes you need to teach the dog new skills. You need to teach them what to do and what to do that. That's how the business is. You have to lead them. You have to pay attention to them. There are sometimes some of them might be feeling sick. You have to get drugs and take care of them. There are sometimes some of them might be accidented and all that. You have to take care of them. So imagine herding thousands of cats to the promised land. Some of them will be trying to go astray. Some of them will be going to pay attention to other things. You have to pay attention to your business. You have to pay attention to your team members, to your distributors, whatever support that you need to do. To encourage them, you have to do it. Your leadership and your ability to inspire and develop leadership in others will determine how far you go. Many times in those days when I was talking to my team members, I give them support. Sometimes they come for seminars like this and they've invited prospects. Some of them don't even have transport to go back. You have to give them support. Sometimes I buy materials, I buy CDs, I buy videos, I buy books. I give to them, say, go and read this book. Go and do this, go and do that. This is part of nurturing. You must lead as if your life depends on what? The business. Now, the Bible says, sorry, I'm digressing a little. Who is the person that puts his hand on the plow and wants to look back? Is not fit for the kingdom. So once you are leading, you must ensure you pay attention to it. You must ensure you build your theme. You must ensure that your life depends on the success, whether it's up to what? To you. And that is how life is. You have to lead, you have to encourage, you have to nurture, you have to take care of all these. We guarantee what? Success. So these are 10 few points that will help us to lose if we try to maintain them, if we try to look at them, if we try to pay attention to them at every point in time. It will help us. It will help us to grow. It will push us further. It will encourage us. I just want to run down before over all of them again before we take questions. I think we should be rounding up in a minute. One of them is we must ensure that we use and love what? The products. We must use. When we use the product and we recommend it to people, they get it. Our business grows. Number two is we must own the business of network marketing. This is something that is most time alien to a lot of people. Outside not being alien to a lot of people, some people have no knowledge about it. Nobody has the knowledge about the business, but they just draw conclusion. They have put some money in Ponzi scheme. They say it's network marketing. So we have to own the concept and tell them this is different from that. Number three, we must learn to believe that everyone is what? A prospect. We cannot just judge by mere seeing or by mere looking at the prospect. Believe everyone is a potential what? Prospect. Number four, you must ask questions about your prospect. You must get to know about them, create relationship, ask questions about their welfare, how they live, how their lifestyle is. This is all about creating what? Relationship. Number five, you must ask them to imagine. They must be creative. They must think. They must visualize their kind of dreams, the kind of lifestyle they desire to live with. Number six, you must show them the way, direct them, show them what is required, what it means for you to grow in the business. And number seven, wait for what? No man, nobody is all and all. You must not wait for anybody. Whichever is ready to do the business will run with you. Those that will not run will not run. I used to hear a story of my leader always saying that there was somebody she signed up many years ago, and this man never even signed up one person. He just joined the business and relaxed. Do you know that after several years, this same person came on board the business and is causing waves today? So that is how the business works. Whenever the time comes to them, they will wake up. Number eight is manage your motivations. Encourage yourself even in the state of discouragement, even in the midst of difficulties, even in the midst of when you're not making growth. Always manage your motivation. Number nine, try to get your car over the hill. And that is where passive income, financial freedom, and the kind of lifestyle you desire resides. And number 10, lead like your life depends on it. Put all your effort, put all your drive, put all your dreams, and all your expectations will come to limelight. I don't know if there's any questions, any comments, any concern. Sorry, I've taken a lot of time. I was thinking I'm going to round up in by 30 minutes, but I think it was worthwhile. You have any questions, any concern, any comment before I hand over to my moderator co-host? Go. Hello.
Okay, since we don't have any questions, I think you have done a fantastic job today. I think your timing is also on point. You have done a great job. Thank you so much. I know that someone here has gained energy again. I usually tell people that we're not in a selling business, we're in a teaching business. And when people are taught or when they are reminded of the things that they already know, they get energy again and the fire on. At the base of what we do is personal development. And personal development is making you a person that is more valuable so that you can attract more value. We know that money flows in the direction of value. And when your value goes up, what you attract also increases. So thank you so much for this. Yes, so Madam Chilaka, lion will always begat lion. You are doing great. You are doing well. Yes, somebody says that they are refired. Fantastic. I know these things are so simple. Many of us know those things. It's not like we don't know them. But putting them to practice sometimes becomes another kettle of fish. So I'd like to encourage you, what you have learned today, put it to use, put it to practice. That's the thing that separates ordinary people from extraordinary people. Decide on your own that you will be extraordinary, that you won't react. When things are not going well, you won't walk away. You will push until you get the result that you desire. Because on the day you start shining, people will be celebrating you. They won't know what you have gone through, but it will be worth it at the end of the day. Okay, so thank you very, very much. I would like to encourage us to make it a date at 6 p.m. You don't want to miss 6 p.m. with your prospects. What we are deciding to do now for the 6 p.m. is that we will also have a column for training, so that for members that attend, they will also have, apart from Money's presentation, they will also have something to learn at the 6 p.m. training, business presentation. So please make it a date at 6 p.m. with your prospects. It will be short, sharp, and sweet, just like we're having this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mr. Abraham Okorogba. It's always a pleasure having you train us.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you very much. Everyone, well done, all the way from different places. I can see people coming from outside Nigeria on this call. Let's keep driving, let's keep pushing. We have not even scratched the surface of what is possible with this business. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you at 6 p.m. Thank you, everyone.